honing and reimagining your creative power through the difficult moments of heartbreak. And when I talk about heartbreak, I could mean many different things, and it all comes back to how it relates back to you and what you're currently experiencing and what feels most at power within your life. So it could either be a heartbreak of a romantic relationship, it could be a heartbreak of a platonic relationship with a friend, it could be a heartbreak over a place or an idea or a dream that you've once had. It could be something just so magnetic to you, something so personal that you're feeling at a loss from. And something that I sort of feel when I'm going through heartbreak is that this is a loss. And it doesn't have to be gone forever, but it's gone in the moment. And these feelings of anguish, of sadness, feeling anxious are just some of the couple emotions that I experience when I've been dealing with heartbreak. Now, when you're going through heartbreak, it's almost so difficult to go through this giant grand moment of truth and to continue to persist in a way that I do, which is creating art. And some days it's so easy for me to create through my heartbreak and to feel my emotions internally and then express them externally by creating something physical that is just so genuine to me that only I am able to understand, and something that just makes sense to me. And it makes sense to me that as an expressive person, as a creative individual, as an artist, that these moments of heartbreak and what comes with the heartbreak, of sadness, of disruption of your circle, that these moments for me allow me to produce the most magnetic artwork. They allow me to just produce at a rate that is just so quick and just so easily being able to just explain without having to speak verbally of what I'm going through. Things that I keep in mind when I'm returning back to my creative power through moments of heartbreak have a lot to do with the things that inspire me, mostly themes, like particular themes that have been presented to me before the heartbreak even occurred, and discovery of the negative thoughts that can take over myself, as well as how I'm able to take those thoughts and express them in a way that feels right to me, to my heart, how they feel so deeply, and what power that can bring to me, being able to portray and ultimately to speak on my truths without verbally communicating my troubles. When I speak to other artists about this topic of heartbreak, and specifically artists who I'm closely connected with, other creatives who I feel know me and the extent of what it is I'm going through, it's very relatable for artists to feel like they produce the most purest art and the most honest work when they are in moments of emotional distress, specifically moments of emotional distress that come with heartbreak. As for myself, when I am in a moment where I just feel so deeply and just I'm so in tune with how I'm feeling, and then I go on to create something based on how I am feeling internally, it's sad to say, but I feel so inspired to create to be able to create at times where I am in pain, when I'm in a large amount of emotional pain. When my heartbreak first sort of occurred, this last moment that I've experienced, I really felt like I was floating in with no direction, completely weightless. And it made it really hard for me to see the end line clearly. So it would be very hard for me to think of projects and to come up with ideas and plan them all down to the teeth and to really envision what my end goal, my end product will look like. But I feel like in these moments of the bits that I feel, these pockets of just sadness and these like emotional episodes during the course of my heartbreak, it was really important for me to be creative. And there are moments where I would much rather be laying in bed or much rather be away from my desk doing anything else than to be just sitting and thinking and creating something based on my emotions. There was a time and there was a moment that I had to take to myself to really understand that this moment is so pure, and it's honestly it's so sacred to be in this moment. So why would I want to spend it anywhere else than to be doing the thing that I love to do every day? And it's going to be so important in the long run to look back on this moment today, wherever I'm at years from now, and think that I'm so grateful to have spent time through my heartbreak expressing myself in a way that makes the truest sense to me. And I speak on creating things and creating art and producing work through this time of heartbreak and loss. It's not like it's an easy feat to accomplish. It's definitely one of those actions that I really have to absorb. And it's ugly and it's disturbing and it's not fun, but it's so necessary to be able to do. And it's such a giant accomplishment. It's a giant skill to be able to express how you feel through an outlet as pure as what art can be. And from those dark and disturbing moments come the artist that I am developing into. It becomes the person that I am. It becomes the human that I'm going to be, and how I'm able to express myself years down the line when I'm recovered and healed from this heartbreak. Time down the line when I'm now able to look back on these moments that I've had during my heartbreak, it really brings a level of resilience that I didn't even see coming. And the art is the product of it all. It's the love and the care and the support that I can see now clearly, and I'm able to know what it is that I need, and I can be able to see those necessities that I need to be able to continue to be who I am and to grow into who I would like to be. And so now in this moment, while speaking on this topic and going through and really delving into how I feel about this theme of reimagining and honing in on my creative power through heartbreak, I realize that I'm still in my moment of heartbreak, and that I feel so thankful to be able to share this with you and to be able to still continuously express myself through my form of arts, and to be able to have the inspiration to do different types of art, to take up different types of mediums, and to learn more about a specific medium that I'm working more directly into. I feel like I'm back to creating my best pieces, and I feel so good about the pieces I create. It's something so cherishable to me, that I'm so proud of myself for never giving up on this language that I have for myself, that I am only able to understand. I'm really thankful, and I'm really proud of myself. My advice to anyone who is in a certain boat as similar to mine, who is also dealing with loss and heartbreak and trying to reimagine their creative power. My advice to you is to breathe, and to settle, to befriend your demons, and to befriend your sadnesses, and to get to know them. Another thing is to really be persistent, and to don't let this affliction of this heartbreak affect your will to persist. Don't let it control your will to persist, because these moments of grief don't last forever. They're only with us for moments, for brief moments. And what comes next is so much more exciting than the moment you're in. So please, if you're having these difficult moments and if they feel too hard, if they feel too heavy of a burden for you to carry, please reach out to a friend. Chat with someone you love, somebody who you trust, who loves you and who you love. I'm really thankful to be able to be in a place where I can share this with everyone without feeling so guilty of these feelings that I have. Please don't let these moments of heartbreak hold out on being the most expressive and creative individual that you see yourself to be. And to listen to yourself and to be patient with yourself, because this whole experience of dealing with heartbreak and to go through all these emotions that you're dealing with is a very tedious thing to be able to go through. And I applaud you if you're going to be doing it. I respect anyone who's being able to take a moment like this to reflect and to go through all the pain and do something about it creatively.